Hey guys, welcome back to Figuring Out Friday, brought to you by Healing Your Way. And today's episode, we'll be talking about the ground floor guide about your fitness journey, brought to you by Mike and Mike.
Here's the title slide, and why we were talking about this is you can think of this floor guide as the normal stuff that nobody really taught you guys growing up, and it's important for everybody to learn. So it's very important for you and the audience out there to be mastering the fundamentals. So right here, I'm pretty sure a lot of you can agree with me when I say that everyone usually, when they go into the gym, you might want to skip straight to the advanced stuff like these supplements and vitamins and everything. So you got to think first. You don't even drink enough water or like know like the basics first of all. Not saying that the supplementation or the minerals are bad for you, but you can't be overly reliant on it. So uh, I can say for myself, when I first started going to the gym, I spent more time probably googling, like I attach here, the best muscle building supplements rather than actually working out or creating a good structured program. So somehow a scoop of powder is not going to fix my laziness. And
Yeah,
and it's like people are buying like your discipline instead of actually focusing on building it.
yeah. First, when I got to the gym community and like try to go to the gym, like first thing that you see on this social media and like TikTok and Instagram is that like they be blasting this creatine, pre-workout, post-workout protein, all that. I mean, people be taking testosterone just to boost boost their testosterone and growth hormones.
And they
But
have
yeah,
you have no idea what's in
yeah,
those compounds either.
yeah. And thing is like first you just trying to order all this and it's just extra expense that you don't actually like need to be spending on. Like you don't need that like pre-workout just to go to the gym first. Just go to the gym and like learn what's going on, learn the movements, learn the exercises and stuff like that. And I would say like you don't have to overwhelm yourself by just making sure to get all that creatine, caffeine and all that. Just first drink water, learn exercises and movements and what actually helps to build muscle, and then you can like get on these supplements. I'm still till today I don't take pre-workout because there are natural ways that you can increase that energy and get quick energy from carbs such as like rice cakes and honey and little salt. Like that's all you need, like around 100 grams of carbs before gym to get that quick energy and be hyped up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would even say like especially you have to be aware now and like nowadays on social media because there's a lot of like influencers out there and they are always trying to promote the product. So sometimes it might not even always be like the best thing for you.
Yeah.
But they're just pushing their codes like use code fucking Mike for 10% off. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. And also, I mean, supplements. Like there are also like besides these supplements like creatine, caffeine, and
Mhm.
like growth hormone boosters. Like there are other supplements that are actually good for us, like vitamins, oils, and all that. Like, do you have anything like any specific supplements that you're taking and would recommend to audience?
Yeah, I remember specifically in the very beginning, I would go crazy on protein and pre-workout, and after a while, and I would just say in the very beginning, I had no idea what these were doing to me at the time, and I would just take, especially with my gym routine, I go to the gym very late, and I would end up not being able to go to sleep because of the amount of caffeine I was taking.
Mm,
And then protein wise, you really shouldn't supplement your meals with protein powder or anything either way because it's not it's not the you're not getting the full nutrient from you would get otherwise from food. So that was like a big mistake that I was making.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes,
Any
after a
any
while,
officials? Are you taking any officials?
I would to be honest, I should be taking more, but I do take it from like time to time.
Yeah. I would say best facial you can take is K2 facials.
Hmm.
And also of the supplement I would recommend is definitely magnesium, which helps with recovery and also sleep.
Yeah.
Um, other supplement I mean ashwagandha is known supplement for males. And have you ever tried it? Like,
I haven't tried it because they were talking about the side effects of you
hmm.
being like super nonchalant or like all your emotions. So you get a bunch of I got a bunch of like edits of like
Hmm.
stone cold like yeah.
Hmm. I think that's just side effect of I guess in the beginning, but
Yeah.
once your body starts to adapt it, I think after that you're pretty good.
How do you feel on ashwagandha?
I mean, I feel great. I definitely feel the strength increase in my
Mm.
during my workouts. I mean, I bench 70 pounds on dumbbells,
Heck yeah, bro. Yeah.
going for
Um,
75.
and then I have a question, and it's I guess if you could go back in time into the gym, what would you tell yourself or like do differently? I guess.
From the beginning,
Yeah, very very beginning.
like my gym progress, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say like first 2 years of me just going to the gym was, I would say, complete waste because like they didn't have any idea what I was doing in there. And I
Mhm.
also, mm, crazy thing is I fell into that scam scheme at LA Fitness, and
Oh.
that they made me sign 6 month or 9 month contract with trainer,
Yeah.
and that guy didn't tell me anything, man. Like I was paying $200 or 150
Yeah.
just for him to like make me do workouts like 3 times a week.
Yep.
And he said, "Yeah, just eat rice and chicken. Like you
So he
can't
just
be
gave you
sick."
like the basic stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he no seasoning, no nothing. He just told me, "Yeah, man, you gotta talk it out. You gotta eat rice and chicken with broccoli." And first 2 years, disaster. So I would say the thing I would do different, like social media is like a little overwhelming space, but I definitely recommend to like search up like beginner like guides and stuff, because there are a lot of like gym content creators that actually care for their audience and like are giving out good advice for people. Definitely will look into it. Also, a suggestion that I would make is learn how to cook, because like cooking at home and eating clean food is like should be your number one priority in during your journey. And as a certified nutritionist, I also recommend to cook your own food and not eat outside. And definitely learn your muscles and how they work. Also, like what movement helps what muscle to grow, because some people at the gym I see they be doing like same movement over and over with
Yeah.
different exercises, but they don't realize that, and you just tiring out those muscle tissues. And like basically you do like they do like 3 4 exercises just for one muscle, and that's not good for our muscles.
Yeah, I might run to somebody, they're doing like rows and they ask me what is this for? I tell them it's for your more for your back and maybe like
Mm.
rear delts, and then they're like, oh, I thought this was for my chest. Well, for sure, you gotta learn what you're doing first of all in the gym.
Yeah.
For me though, I'd probably say that in the gym, uh, if if I'm counting correctly, it's probably my fourth year being in the gym. Um, But I wouldn't count the first year at all, just because I was just in there doodling, like not really doing
Mm-hmm.
anything, just like messing around and not following a structured program. So if I were to go back, I'd follow like a program like immediately. But I guess in a way, you did go to LA Fitness, and so you paid for their personal trainer as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I think it worked the other way. I scammed LA Fitness because I made multiple accounts and I was just able to get in with like the daily passes. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that either, because I would talk to other parents and they're glad that I think this generation is working out way more.
Mm.
And because back then, the kids, you could be, I don't know, out in the street, joining gangs, doing drugs or drinking. And instead, we're all working out. So uh, I think it's not up to
Mm.
illegal that I snuck into a gym. But for sure, I think I save money as well. I don't mind not having as much progress in the gym compared to going to a trainer who just gives you like the basic information, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. And before that, my last question is, what do you think you probably obsess over with the most when you started working out?
What was that?
What do you think you obsessed with over the most when you first started working out?
Shoulder exercises.
Shoulder exercise. And how
Yeah.
come?
I don't know. I think that when I first started, like the
Yeah.
strongest part of my body was my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to like do more weight, I guess, on shoulder exercises. So that's why
Okay.
it sticks to me.
You think like the shoulder's like the most aesthetically pleasing?
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
believe that.
Not gonna lie, I have like pretty good shoulders. It's
Mm,
like kind of okay, but sometimes like the narrow or short clavicle.
yeah,
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 that discussion, bro. Yeah,
yeah. I
but
got
for my
short
height,
clavicles. I might be cooked here.
I might be cooked too. We in the same boat, bro. Uh, so I have this on my phone. My main inspiration was probably this guy, if you guys can see,
Mm,
Mr. David Late himself.
mm.
I even have,
Oh, you can show it again.
and I even have this video at my gym.
Mm.
That's him and his buddy, and I'm right here, and he's signing my belt.
Oh.
So yeah, I was actually pretty fortunate enough to have like David Late, because he lives locally with me, and
Mm.
his high school was kind of rivals to ours. So when I found out about that after knowing his legacy, I was like pretty moved to get into the gym. But there's a pretty big like gym influence in my area either way. So
Yeah.
I think that's a big reason why I got into the gym.
All right.
And now for this slide, uh,
New year, new me.
new year, new me, bro. That's what you guys probably hear all the time. So what is it right now? November. Pretty
Yeah.
soon, end of December and into the new year,
Yeah.
you're not gonna enjoy going to the gym.
I mean, you can still enjoy, but it'll be just overpacked. So you
Yeah, it's
gotta
gonna be so
get
packed
ready
out.
for that.
Yeah. And nothing against people starting their gym journey or their fitness journey, but
Yeah.
when you say you want to do it but you don't follow through, that's what kind of pisses off the people in the gym a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what the reasons are why people quit.
For me, I feel like the biggest reason is people, like, you don't have to do everything at once, and I would say just pick 3 things and just get good at them. So
Mm.
these guys in the gym, you might be so of course they say new year, new me, and they might be in the gym working 6, maybe 7 days in a row,
Mm.
and they're maybe dieting down like crazy from what they're used to, and then they tell everybody, their goals. And then I guess by the end of the week, I'll give them a month. They might burn out or be like just dead tired.
Yeah.
So that's from just going in without like a good set goal in mind. So I would say pick three things and just get good at it. So hit the gym. You don't have to jump straight to 6 or 7 days a week. Just start with 3 days.
Yeah.
And I would say probably eat protein in every meal, and I know you like this one, drinking a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just by doing that for 6 months, don't even focus on if your abs are there or um like how you look like. In 6 months, there's for sure going to be like a difference or
Improvement.
change in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the main reason why people quit is like they expect like fast results, like
Mm-hmm.
that the end of December and going to like they only give maybe max to January 14th.
Yeah.
So thing is, with the gym and like that lifestyle change, like you have to give yourself time at least like 4 to 8 weeks, because that's when you might see improvement. Like first, you might not even notice, but like your energy levels are increasing. After that, your sleep improves, like you sleep way better, and like your mood, digestion, like you notice that like your metabolism might be faster, and then you notice that small changes in your body. Maybe your fat is getting shredded, more muscle is coming out. Like you can notice more your shoulders, whatever traps,
Yeah.
and yeah, you have to give yourself time. And also like people make their plans like really hard, like they try to eliminate those like their favorite food and all that from like from their routine, like first day first. You have I guess like over the summer I was working on that, just straight up that, working on new habits, like
Mm-hmm.
teaching myself new habits. Like for example, like I don't know, past 7 years maybe, I didn't have any meal where I didn't drink any sugary drinks like soda, or it had to be like mango juice or something, iced tea. So over the summer, I was just working on just drinking water with my meals and just removing that soda, sugary drinks from my diet. And it took me whole summer just to get the habit off. Then I started cooking at home, stopped eating outside like fast food, McDonald's, like fried food. And that was like that's the hardest part about it, like transitioning from eating junky food to healthy food. I would say that's the biggest transition. Then slowly you like learn how to read labels and know
Yeah.
like what's good for you and what you should be consuming. And like you start paying attention to how much sugar you take in, how much fiber you take in.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, yeah, you just need time to get better at it, and you have to give yourself that time.
Yeah. Give yourself the time and the credit. I feel like I started meal prepping and like starting like end of the towards the end of the summer, and it's like been great. And all the nutrition planning and the knowledge, it comes with time. So, and like you said, it took you like the whole summer, right? So
Yeah,
it's it's best if you start doing it throughout the year, and then rather than just wasting your whole year and then having a huge goal, it's easier to just break it up into chunks. I feel like that's like a great idea too, just so you
mm,
can follow through with everything.
yeah,
And again, that's the problem with everyone wanting that forward transformation by next week, and no one really wants to do that like beginner 6 months. And the crazy part is that it's like in that 6 month stretch, and that's where everything changes.
mm,
So just changing your mindset and switching off from a lot of people going like all in or nothing. So yeah.
yeah. I feel like it takes like 23 days if you stick with a plan and just show up to the gym
Yeah.
constantly throughout those 23 days, and after that, it just becomes a part of your routine.
Yeah.
And
New
like,
habit. Yeah.
yeah, you have it. It's just you cannot go through your day without going to the gym or doing some type of activity.
Yeah. If I don't go to the gym, I'm not gonna feel like myself.
Okay, we have a question in the chat.
Yeah.
It says, I guess seasonal affective disorder and lose motivation during winter. Do you have any suggestions for getting motivated and then keeping it consistent? I would, okay, my example is this. Like I know winter time is like chill time, cold time. Like you don't want to be outside, but like the thing I found easier about winter, since it's getting like late earlier outside, like I kind of over the summer I kind of taught myself to not eat after sun went down. So I stopped around 8 o'clock. So now since like sun is going down around 6 o'clock, like my last meal is around 6, maybe 5 o'clock, and like that helps me to keep maintaining that intermittent fasting 18 and 6. But also like at winter time I connect, like I snowboard, so I
Mm.
push myself just because of that, because I want to like do backflip on snowboard. So like that's my motivation currently for this winter arc, just pushing myself to hit that backflip on snowboard. I guess find a hobby that you can do during winter time. I don't know. You just gotta enjoy winter to keep yourself motivated. Like you gotta find happiness in like small things, and it will definitely push you like towards your goal.
Um, I would say for me, yeah, the winner for sure is you get a little bit more. I feel like for me, I get like seasonal depression during the winter. You're not probably like you're not getting enough sunlight, so you're staying in more of the times. But at the same time, I think back to my gym journey, and during that time is one of the times I made the most progress. So if you're really in the gym and showing up every day, and you see your progress slowly, it's gonna motivate you to get into the gym no matter what.
Yeah.
And again, forming just like new hobby, and I would say too, get yourself a good friend group. You
Yeah.
guys will all motivate and just bounce off each other. You're able to motivate each other to just be in the gym.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely a good point. Like surround yourself by people who will keep you pushing.
yeah,
That's definitely a great point.
and it goes down to discipline as well, because
Yeah.
you might be in your room at 3 a.m. with the motivational videos, but it only boosts you temporarily. So
Yeah.
it deep down it goes back to discipline and just going into the gym even the days that you don't want to go in there. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay,
hope
we can move to
that.
next topic, progressive overload. So, Michael, you want to talk us through what is progressive overload?
Yeah, so progressive overload. You guys need to remember when you're in the gym that your progress always isn't linear. So,
Yeah.
uh, I mean, I don't have that like linear line on the graph, but progressive overload, you people forget that
Like you
again,
might have up and downs throughout your gym journey. Like one day
yeah, exactly.
you might be able to bench let's talk about dumbbell weights like 50 pounds one hand, and next day you might like struggle a little bit, but
Mhm.
that's okay, because like it might be just your body didn't recover well from previous session, so
Yeah,
you don't have to like beat yourself up because you can hit 50 again. Maybe in next session you might be able to have 55. So yeah, the progressive overload basically is like the way we do it. I mean the way I do it myself is I get a weight where I can do 6 to 8 reps.
hmm,
So if I get a weight, let's say currently I said I'm benching 70, right? And
yeah,
like currently I can hit it to like 7 times, right?
hmm,
So my goal is to get up to 8 reps. And once I hit 8 reps and I can comfortably push those 8 reps and even go to 9 and 10,
hmm,
that's when I go up to 75. So I slowly increase my weight, and that's what it means, progressive overload. Like you're overloading your weights throughout your journey, like you're increasing the amount of weight you can push, and that's like great way to measure 6 to 8 reps. After that, like once you go up to 75, then you realize you're able to push 6 reps, and then you keep it pushing throughout your sessions, and once you're able to reach to that 8 comfortably, you move to upper weight, and you do that for like every exercise basically.
yeah. And towards the bottom, it's a little covered right now, but there's the overload equation, and that's basically the intensity is equal to the weight times the amount of reps and the amount of sets. So if you just do the math with whatever exercise you're working with, as long as you're slowly progressing, you're getting the small little micro tears in your muscle, and over time, even if you don't see it immediately, over time you're going to end up pushing more weight. So that's
Yeah.
that progressive overload. And
But
yeah, what's up?
yeah, but one thing I want to add, like you have to make sure like you pushing yourself, like you can't just say, "Oh, this hurts," and stop. Like
Yeah,
you gotta push it till like you can't even lift the weight, because
exactly.
that's when muscle tear is happening and
Yeah,
muscle tissue gets stronger. Like you have
yeah,
to reach that point where you actually struggle to
yeah,
push
to
pull
failure.
weight.
Yeah, and it's not about obsessing over the number either. It's like on the graph, you kind of try to notice the trends. So there's like good and bad trends, but maybe your average squat is going up over time, and maybe that last Thursday sucked. But the again, you look at the equation, and if you see you're actually pushing more total weight over the time, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys notice a lot of like the red trend, and that's honestly where a lot of people quit, and just
Yeah.
one, let's say one bad week, they think a bad week means you're not improving, and when really that dip might be like leading to like the next curve.
Mm-hmm.
you know
Like they jump into weights that they're not supposed to be touching, and they just
Mhm.
injure themselves, and like
Yeah.
they might require like a week or 2 weeks off from the gym just to recover from that injury, and they might not know it, and next day they might go back in the gym and not knowing, hitting same muscle and
Mhm.
injure themselves more. So yeah, you have to make sure like you picking up correct weights. Best way to see if the weight is good for you. If you can do it 6 times with struggle, then it means you should stay with that weight.
And do you ever realize too, like sometimes your strength comes back even stronger after like a
Yeah,
bad week?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like that just means like your body was just catching up from the last workout. That means you push yourself pretty good,
Hmm.
and that would be super compensation. So you feel, again, there's the micro tears, and then you have the bad week. Your body readjusts and just uh, creates a response and to that bad stimulus, and it builds itself up even stronger. And again, you guys have to remember that rest really matters when it comes to working out. You can't expect to work out good on no rest, barely any sleep, and of course, bad nutrition as well.
Yeah. We have also a comment here.
Mhm.
What are the 3 physical activities you both like to do? Like you said about being active, and what is your favorite?
3 physical activities.
I would you say lifting weights count as physical activity?
Yeah, I would think so. I was confused because I thought they meant like maybe 3
Like
exercises.
cardio? No. I mean, if overall physical activity, I would say like lifting weights,
Mhm.
maybe basketball and soccer, football.
Mm.
Also, winter time, as like I said, snowboarding. Like snowboarding helps you actually burn hella calories. Like one
Yeah.
day, I'm pretty sure I burned like 1,500 or something like that.
It's a lot, and my feet, still not the best snowboard. My feet gets really like yeah, really sore compared to
Yeah.
like, let's say walking
Mm.
like a bunch of steps a day. Um, maybe for me, sorry about this. Can you talk? Give me 1 second.
All right. So I would say also one physical activity that we do is like boxing and MMA training during during school times, because me and my friends, like we go into, like there's one room in our gym, and that's when we work out sometimes, like with boxing, MMA, and stuff like that. So that's one of the physical activities that we all do and can be done as a group.
Yeah, so for right now, sorry about that. I would just go with working out, MMA, and right now cardio just to maintain. As much as I don't
Mm.
like it, I have to do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I guess we can go to the next slide, right?
Yeah.
Splits.
So right here is a bunch of gym splits that you guys probably heard about, but might not know exactly what they mean. Um, so at the very top is PPL, and this just stands for push, pull, and legs. And so push, you got chest, shoulders, triceps. Your pull workouts, you got back and biceps. And this and legs, it's your quads, hamstring, glutes, calves, and it's done usually 6 times a week. So that's hitting each of those twice, and or it could be done with 3 times a week, hitting it once. Just depends on your guys's. I mean, there's many factors, but maybe one of the biggest one is your time constraint. So hitting it either once or twice a week. And
Mhm.
again, with the push and pull, it's just following the movement, like your anatomical movements. So so those would all fit under whatever category it is, and just doesn't leave some uh like major muscle groups out. And the benefits of this would be balance, of course, in your throughout the split in your muscle groups that you're training, hypertrophy as well as strength, and easy to scale. That just means the either 6 times a week or 3 times a week. And this is a very popular one that I would say counts towards intermediate lifters that you might find in the gym. Of course, you can find some beginners that might start off with this, but back then the gym knowledge was not the best, so a lot of people might not have fallen into this category up until later. And I would say same for me. And this would also probably be my current. This is my current split as well. But I would say the negatives of this is if you're doing that 6 times a week, it would be demanding on the recovery. And also, actually, I would say
Mm.
that's it. The other reason would count for the other.
Maybe I would say instead of taking it as a week, like 6 days out of week, you can say like 6 days out of 8 days, because like you get 2 rest days, I guess. After
Um,
first push pull leg session, like fourth day will be rest day, and then you repeat it, and then you have rest day again. So it'll be like six
oh,
days out of 8 days. That's what I'm saying
6 days
for
out of the 8
recovery.
days. Yeah, if you do 3 days, you get 4 days. The one extra one that's later for the upper lower rest, which I'll
Mm.
explain. But does this happen to be one that you're currently doing in the gym?
No,
Okay.
I started with full body,
Okay.
then I went into push pull legs, and then I discovered push pull legs X Arnold, and that's what I'm doing right now. And
Wow.
the way I do it is for push pull leg part, I
Mhm.
try to do like free weights,
Mhm.
like where I actually pull the weight, no cable exercises.
Okay.
And for Arnold split, I try to hit those muscles with cable exercises, because it actually helps with, like, cable works on muscle way better, and it
Mhm.
helps with hypertrophy.
Yeah.
So, and those also, like, those, maybe there might be like small parts of the muscles that you might not be hitting with free weights,
Mhm.
but you might be hitting it with a cable. So that's what I do currently.
Have you tried experimenting, like switching the two around, like cable and free weight?
Like for push pull legs, cables, and
Yeah.
mm, I think I tried it, but I feel like when you do chest and back, it's easier to like use cable machines to
Okay.
hit that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that works best for me.
Okay. Yeah, and for a lot of people, it comes down to your preference,
Yeah.
either freeway or cable. And then next would be the bro split, which you're hitting your chest, back, leg, shoulder, arms, and then you rest 2 days. And this actually isn't a bad split. It just gets a bad rep, and that's because okay, I'll go through the benefits first. It's easy to focus on one muscle, and that just means greater mind muscle connection because you're working that muscle group once, like the whole day. But it's bad just because this is more intermediate and uh, thanks to social media and some influencers, this split has fallen into the hands of some beginners, and they end up not recovering too well.
Yeah.
And this actually ends up being pretty close to, if you see number 6 on the list, that's
Yeah.
PPP.
Yeah.
That just means push, pull, and then that last one can be either push or pull. And how that happens is because from this split, they just get such a crazy pump on their chest and back that they end up deciding to skip legs. So that's
Yeah,
why
that's
this split gets a bad rep.
yeah. I can't say that that's a great idea. Like to skip legs. I also love to skip legs, but like when you do legs, it's actually scientifically proven that that's when you produce like the most growth hormone, and
Mm,
that actually helps you like get bigger. So yeah, I think like for legs right now, that like first day, right? The first legs I do,
yes.
like I do those like lifting actually exercises, and for my Arnold legs, like I do just to strengthen my tendons and those small muscles like that helps you running, like
Mhm.
snowboarding, balance, like that's where I work on like my TBS and stuff like that, like
On your
small tendon,
Arnold leg.
yeah,
Okay.
like my joints and small muscles, like that's what I do for my second leg day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for the third one is upper lower rest. And you guys can see upper is chest, shoulder, tricep, back, and biceps. Your lower is quad, hamstring, glutes, and calves. And that would be following upper, lower, and then you would rest 2 times. And the second one would be uh, an extra rest day. So a little bit of an imbalance because after the first one, you get 1 rest day. After the second one, you get 2 rest days. But again, the benefit would be more recovery compared to PPL's 6-day program. And it's a higher frequency and easier to balance strength and hypertrophy.
Mm.
Yeah. So for this one, also the bad thing would be slightly less volume, and the sessions could be long, just because
Yeah.
of the amount of compound movements that are in this one.
Yeah.
But
I would
besides
not.
that, what's up?
I would not recommend this split.
Okay. Wait, how come?
Like it takes way too long, and
Yeah, it does.
I
Yeah.
feel like you're just overexhausting yourself. Like you can't like let's say for push day you do chest, shoulder, tricep, and you can actually push all those muscles to till their limit.
Hmm.
But when you actually do like you do five things, and back actually includes multiple muscles, so you have to
Yep.
also work different muscles, and I believe that you won't like get best out of it. You know?
Okay. Mm, I don't know. I actually really like this one, but that's just my opinion. Because after PPL, because me along with some other friends and some people on social media also, they agreed that UR was one of like their best splits. I haven't tried this split yet, but I would be down to transition over and just try it
Mm,
out. I'd say maybe 2 months to get the full experience and see if I even like it or not. So yeah.
mm,
And then 4 would be PBL and Arnold. So it would be push, pull, legs, rest, and then chest and back, arm, shoulders, legs, and rest. And the benefits would be maximum volume for hypertrophy. Now, this is called the Arnold because it follows Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was a Olympic bodybuilder, and he was also old school, so it follows more of an old school programming to get
yeah.
a certain kind of physique that they wanted back then. And if you guys look top right, I have a picture of Sivom. So this is like this new gen, like new school. So the PPL follows Arnold's old school, and back then they would work out twice a week. Oh no, twice a day. And
Mm,
his interview, and then there was an interview with Jay Cutler and uh, uh, Lee Priest, and they would just uh, they would just talk down on like today's generation, saying
Mm,
people don't want to do the work and don't want to go into the gym twice a day, which I find is a little crazy unless you guys are really about like bodybuilding. But this is again for like an overview of for the general public and
yeah.
just for your guys' knowledge. And this one was actually a little hard because there's many programs and structures out there for the Arnold. Uh, I'm not sure if you can share a little bit about yours because there's so many programs people don't know like exactly how to implement it.
Yeah. I
And
don't know. I kind of I kind of took at multiple advices and
okay,
so from social media, and I just added my components to it. Like I said, I just do cable exercises for
yeah,
my Arnold, and that's what I do, and I mean it works for me. I mean I just call it Arnold because I do chest and back, arms and shoulders and legs.
yeah,
I just because of that, but I don't follow the exact routine of what they do and exact
mm.
exercises that they do.
And
I just follow the like muscle groups. And that's it.
okay, yeah. And again, 2 times a day is crazy.
Yeah.
I hope you're not doing that.
No.
We want you to hurt yourself because this this one you will it's a little bit riskier as well since it's not as sustainable. Um, and something with cortisol because it's not sustainable since you need elite recovery and nutrition,
Yeah.
which again it's more for tailored towards bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I guess you like
this is
if you're
yeah,
being supervised and like you got personal chef and all that,
yeah,
like you can probably do that.
yeah. This workout is probably elite and for sure not for beginners yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last one would be full body workout, which trains all your muscle groups 3 times a week, possibly six. And this is great for beginners, busy schedule, and it's a high frequency. Actually, no, it's not high frequency because that would be the one drawback on this is you have less volume per muscle group. Since you're
Mm.
focusing on everything,
Yeah.
you don't have time, like you said, for your Arnold, like you got on cable for
Yeah,
Arnold leg.
but still, like you might not see that improvement, but you will see
Mhm.
improvement that will be like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
acceptable for a beginner, you know.
exactly. Perfect. Yeah, yeah.
And
So
you kind of also learn like what exercises work on what muscles throughout
yeah,
this
because at
full
the time
body
you're
days.
learning the
Yeah,
different muscle groups as well. This is actually
yeah,
what I first started off with.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I did too.
yeah. So yeah, not
And
bad.
I guess we talked about PPP, and we can go to the next slide.
Yep. So this is in my class for sports nutrition. This is what we've learned and different formulas for just different measurements. Health professionals might go through, or you guys can even go through yourself and calculate this. So first is the estimated energy requirement, and this basically helps a nutrition coach or nutritionist set like a daily calorie target for weight loss or muscle gain.
Mm.
Um, so if you guys see like the different numbers, of course it's different for men and women, and the numbers that you're looking at, they're constants, and they're already statistically derived baselines from human metabolic research.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't have to worry about that at all.
You
And you
just have to
basically,
plug in your numbers, and that's it.
yeah, exactly. And for this one specifically, for the PA physical activity factor, you see 1.2, 1.55, and 1.725. And what that basically means is basically how active you are. 1.2 if it's you live more sedentary life,
Mm.
1.55 if you're like moderately active, and 1.725 for like very I forgot what the word is, but just you're very physically active.
Mm.
Yeah. So you just plug all that in and you will get a number. And if that number is low, that means it means you're probably experiencing muscle loss or metabolic slowdown. And if that number is high, it means you have like more of a weight gain.
Yeah.
And with weight gain, of course, that comes with more sluggish performance.
And what would be considered like low and high?
I would actually need to double check that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
What about
a
next
quick,
one?
quick calculation you guys can do. Next one would be your BMR or basal metabolic rate, and this similar calculations, but let's see, yeah, men, women, okay, and this your personal trainers and dietitians would usually use this equation, and it's to estimate your base metabolism before they adjust you for like the activities you guys are doing. So for this one, a low number would mean calorie restriction. Maybe you have low mean mass, and high number would mean overfeeding or stress. And I've seen somewhere like a thyroid issue.
Mm.
So yeah. And then next, your body mass index would be this is more of a screening tool and not a diagnostic tool, because this is what you would usually see to see if you're underweight, at a good weight, you're overweight, or like obese, because this doesn't this doesn't follow that. So that's why it's not diagnostic, because it doesn't distinguish if between your fat mass, your lean mass. So that's why with this calculation, it's not exactly always the best, because who might do this, they might fall under obese when they're not really obese, because it's not accounting their muscle mass when they could be like shredded or lean or whatever. This one I do remember the calculations. If you're under 18.5, that means you're usually underweight. If it's between 18.5 and 25, that means you're in a good range. And 25 to 29, you're overweight. And if you're above 30, you're obese.
Mm.
Yeah. And then the last ones is hydration. You guys can do the math along with sweat rate test. And
But
this
I would
makes,
say still for hydration, like no matter formula, try to hit 1 gallon goal,
yeah.
1 gallon of water or fluids throughout your day, and that will definitely show like results over time, and you will definitely see improvement in your skin, energy, health.
Yeah, I try to usually aim for a gallon as well. And at first it was difficult just because I hated drinking a lot of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, over the summer, I went from like drinking 2 cups of water in a day to drinking a gallon. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely you can make that improvement too. So we have a question in chat. Would I be able to have someone help me with these calculations and my issues with finding schedule and nutrition for my health at Healing Your Way? So you can, I guess, find us at Healing Your Way on Instagram and Facebook, also healingyourway.com. And if you have like any specific questions, you can reach us out there and you will be able to see like personal trainers and nutritionists on our website. And two of us obviously will be there. So yeah, if you need any help, you can find us there. And we can go to next slide. So here, I guess the basic stuff that we come across throughout our fitness journey. Like first of all, like how to calculate calories and like what does it even do. So I would the as a nutritionist, the way I would suggest for clients to do it, an easiest way, just go on your search browser and just search up calorie calculator, and you just have to plug in your weight, height, and how active you are, and based on that you get three stats. One is to bulk, maintain, and cut weight. So based on that, like whatever your goal is, based on that, that's how you choose what calorie intake works best for you. Also, here we have how to calculate how much protein, carbs, fiber, and fats we should be consuming. So for protein, 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram of our body mass, not pound,
Yeah.
kilogram.
Too. Yeah.
Because now I'm after like getting this nutrition certification, I realized that a lot of influencers on TikTok and Instagram, they actually like provide this information wrong to the community. They say 1.4 to 2 grams per pound, but like if you actually calculate that, like the numbers doesn't add up that crazy. I guess it all comes because of all these testosterone blasting guys, because they require more protein just to build their weight. But as like regular dude without any supplements, I would say you just need 1.2 grams to 2 grams per kilogram of your body weight.
I'm pretty
Carbs,
sure too
yeah,
for the protein. If you do overconsume, it's not that big of a deal. But
yeah,
the
but
leftover just
yeah,
gets left in your urine when you're in
mm-hmm,
the bathroom. Yeah.
yeah. So like for fats, fat should be like 20 to 30% of your total calories. So after you choose if you want to bulk, maintain, or cut your weight, and based on that calorie intake, you just calculate 20 to 30% of that total calories. And what does healthy fats do for us is that it supports our hormones, brain functions, and vitamin absorption in our GI system. And carbs make up like the rest of the calories that we have left after fats and protein. So, well, let's see. The way I consume carbs is I do it before gym, because, and I consume like quick carbs
Mhm.
because like it gives you quick energy, and like the that boost that you need at the gym that you would get from pre workout, let's say. So you just consume simple carbs and honey, let's say, before gym. But you have to also consume like a complex carbs, which would be potatoes and stuff like that. I will talk about that later. And then we have fiber. Fiber should be from 28 grams to 38 grams of fiber. And later we'll also see soluble and insoluble fiber. I will talk about that. But yeah, you should be consuming from 28 to 38 grams of fiber. Next, we have like what is insulin resistance. Some might know, some might not know. Insulin is a hormone that like moves sugar from our blood into the cells. So what happens during insulin resistance is that like once you start eating those sugary foods over time, like your body loses kind of ability to, let's say, collect this glucose the same way it was before you were actually eating those sugary things. So you need actually more insulin now to collect same amount of glucose from bloodstream into the cells. So what happens is you produce more insulin, which will definitely grow into type 2 diabetes, and that's not good for us. Next we have glycemic index. So glycemic index is like a scale that measures how fast carbs and carbohydrates raises our blood sugar levels. So like there's a list that you can find maybe online, even search up like glycemic index food like graphs, and you will see there we have high glycemic foods, foods with high glycemic index and low glycemic index. But this topic also like confuses some people, because the other day I was on TikTok and some guy was giving out advice about glycemic index, and he was talking about how we should not be consuming high glycemic index, which is true, but there is second part to it, because that's where glycemic load comes into the play. Like food might be like high, it might have high glycemic index, and greatest example would be watermelon. It's actually one of the highest glycemic index having foods. But when you look at it as a glycemic load and how much carbs it actually contains per 100 grams, you realize that you're not actually consuming that amount of carbs, and even though you might be eating half of watermelon. Like, so that's also something to take in consideration, and how foods actually mix up when you combine these foods, like they get digested differently. So you have to actually pay attention to that. What combination of food you're eating, and we have simple and complex carbs. Simple carbs just break down faster and give you that quick energy, like I mentioned for gym and stuff like that. Examples: fruit, juice, honey, sugary snacks. But I would not recommend sugary snacks and all that. I would say pre-gym is rice cakes. Just plain rice cakes would be perfect. And the way I do rice cakes, banana, honey, and I definitely notice like improvement in my performance at gym. Complex carbs just break down slowly and gives you long lasting energy. So if you want to have complex carbs before gym, like it's recommended to have it like 1 hour or an hour and a half prior to your workout, so it actually gets digested. And like examples are rice, oats, potatoes, beans, and vegetables. And like they serve different purposes. Like I said, simple carbs just are useful for before workouts, and complex carbs just keep you full and steady with energy.
Yeah, maybe after the workout, because you don't want to be working
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah, yeah.
halfway through the set. You're still digesting the food,
Mm-hmm.
so of course it takes energy to digest. So not
Yeah.
ideal for the gym.
And we have soluble and insoluble fiber. So soluble fiber just dissolves in water and it forms like gel-like structure texture in our stomach. So it's like slows digestion, helps to control blood sugar levels, and it supports heart health. And examples of soluble fiber are oats, apples, beans, and citrus. But insoluble fiber does not get dissolved in water. All it does it adds bulk to our stools and helps with digestion. So that's how like your bowel movement increases and gets better. And examples are vegetables, whole grains, and seeds. And you actually need both types of fiber in your meals to make sure that you're getting the best out of your fiber. Next, we have complete versus incomplete protein. Complete proteins contain all nine essential amino acids, and it is required for like muscle growth and repair. And examples are eggs, fish, chicken, beef, dairy, buckwheat. Some people might not know what buckwheat is, but it's a grain that's been popular in Soviet Union. That's how I know it. And incomplete proteins are like missing one or two essential amino acids, and it has to be paired up with the other foods so you can get the full benefit out of it. And these the examples are rice, nuts, beans, and grains. And like I said, you can just combine incomplete proteins like rice and beans together and make it complete protein. Then we have types of fat. We have three main types of fat: saturated, uh, unsaturated, and trans fats. Saturated fats are found in foods like butter, cheese, red meat, and like they're fine in moderate amounts. Like it is essential fat because it helps with brain health and hormones. Unsaturated fats are the healthiest, and it supports like heart and brain health. And these are found in olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fish. And trans fat are the most harmful ones, made by processing oils, which we should not be eating. And this might be found in like seed oils. So see how I said unsaturated fats are seeds, but trans fats are seed oils. So like some people might think that, oh, since it's a seed oil, it has to be good, but it works way different than that. So like you can be eating seeds for getting fat in your system purpose, but you cannot be having seed oils because it's trans fat and it's bad for our health. And we have quick questions in the chat. Um, I always thought you should go to the gym and work out 2-3 hours after eating. Is that old school? And another question is, what should I eat in the morning to start the day with energy because I don't feel too hungry, but I feel low energy if I don't eat?
I always thought you should go to the gym and work out.
Like it all depends what meal you have before working out. That's why it is recommended pre-workout to have simple carbs because
Yeah.
they get digested quickly and you get that quick energy.
If
But
if you're
if
if
yeah,
you're
if
talking
you,
about the 2-3 hours, maybe that's if you're consuming the complex carbs again.
yeah,
Yeah.
complex carbs and like beef, let's say you eat steak or something like that, which requires a long time to digest. So if you eat that type of food, then you have not even 2 3 hours. Still is a lot. I would say
Yeah.
hour and a half max, hour and 45.
Yeah, and if that's like old school or not, maybe because maybe they don't have like the rice cakes like nowadays or Rice Krispie treats. So
Yeah.
sure, it could be old school.
And then what should I eat in the morning to start the day with energy? Because I don't feel too hungry, but I feel low energy if I don't eat. Me personally, I don't like eating breakfast and eating food when I wake up. But a good way to keep that energy going is to go outside and get that sunlight, and
Like
it
the
will,
cortisol.
yeah, and it will definitely helps to maintain that energy and even get better energy. But morning, I like to eat overnight oats, and I feel like I've seen pretty good results from it. Like actually keeps you full. Mm, Sometimes I'm even like full off just overnight oats whole day. Like I might just, but it's not good for you. Just eating overnight oats is your only meal a day. So I have to force myself to eat something, you know, later in the day. But I would definitely suggest overnight oats. Pretty good, and even though it's like complex carbs, like it takes longer to digest, but you get that steady energy throughout
Yeah.
the day. Do we have any slides left? Or is that
I
it?
think that should be I think that should
Yeah,
be it.
that's it. Well,
You have any takeaway for this?
no, I think this was great episode, and like I believe that any audience, if anyone is beginner in audience, was definitely great episode for them, and like I think we covered pretty good amount of ground floor and like
Yeah.
basics of the gym.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Really good for
Yeah,
beginners.
but yeah, if you guys have any questions and want to maybe get a nutritionist, personal trainer, or advice from us, you can find us at Healing Your Way, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, YouTube, and also our website, healingyourway.com. You can see
Uh,
all of us
yeah, yeah.
there. Yeah.
And I think my only takeaway would be if that this is all again like basic foundation for everything. It's like whether it's
Yeah.
in the gym, kitchen, or life in general.
Yeah.
So again, you don't have to do it all today, but if you just do one thing better than yesterday, then that of course that stacks over time.
Yeah.
And once you feel stronger physically and nutritionally, it bleeds into everything else. Your relationship, work, yourself, and your self control. So you start realizing I'm more capable than what I thought I would usually be capable of. And so this ground floor guide isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to build basically from.
Yeah.
I
To
was
build
gonna
that character over time.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us at healingyourway.com. And hope to see you next time.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.